Dear Capricorn, how are you? Hope everything is going well for you. In this video, I'm going to talk about, how the February month is going in terms of astrology and how these astrological movements will impact your sign. February is the month of the year, so it is the most eventful month. There are a lot of planetary movements, major movements, and also we have also one eclipse in this one part of your chart. So it is very eventful month, even though it's a short one. It's very eventful month, and on top of this, like it's not enough. We also have like Mercury retrograde, also experiencing on top of all this chaos. I will tell you like how it will impact your sign. But before I start, so I'm reactivating my channel. If you're interested with astrology, you might consider to subscribe my channel. And if you like the video in the end, I don't mind if you give me a thumbs up. So that will be great help. Without further ado, let's start like how it will impact your sign. So the biggest moment of this month is Saturn is moving to Aries after 3 years floating around the Pisces. Now it is going to the more fiery sign of Aries, and it is 14th of February, the Valentine's Day. This movement is happening, and 21st of February it will conjunct with Neptune in 0 degrees Aries. This is huge, guys. So it has huge implication for the whole world, but also for astrology of all of us as well. And Neptune moved to this part also after 14 years in Pisces. Dreamy Pisces, it moved to fiery Aries also end of last month. So they will come back together, and 0 degrees are all about new beginnings. And where this new beginning happening in your chart, if we look at that, it is in your fourth house. So this is about home, family, any property you own, literally. So even the summer houses count. But there is a new beginning here. So you might work on redecorating your house. It might be building your forever home, buying your forever home. So all these things might be in your agenda, and you might be diligently working on them to make it happen in the next couple of years. Depends on where it will hit in your chart, but like buying a house, building a new house, for the long term, this might happen. And it is also possible like you might need to deal with like one of the elderly people in your family. So there is some developments in their life, so you might have some more, you might have more responsibility in the family to take care of one of the, like maybe the elderly person, or it might be your responsibility to one of the member of the family. This might happen too. It is like more, because it's in Aries, it's more like a physical help. You give them a hand, maybe you do for their shopping or anything like that might be on the agenda. So you might spend more time with them, maybe cleaning their house, etc. So there is this having more responsibility related to your family as well. So that is something Saturn might bring here. Because Neptune is here too, you have a chance if you renovate your house completely from the scratch. You might even strengthen the actual structure of the house as well. And because Neptune is here, Neptune has a vision. So, and Neptune is highly creative planet. So with the Neptune's help here as well, okay, you are renovating or buying a new house, but more likely almost building or renovating an old house. Saturn is the kind of a worker there, engineer, but Neptune is the designer. So your vision will be very creative and very beautiful. And once this hard work is finished, you will get like a very dreamlike, really elegant home for yourself. So if this is about like anything related to home, so there might be some project coming that way. You might also root yourself a little bit. So because Saturn is here, might help you to root yourself somewhere, maybe change a country. Some of you might change your home as well. So home, you might move to another city, another country. This might be the reason might be the work, or like if you don't feel you are belong to where you are now, you might go somewhere else to root yourself there too, because Saturn is all about earth and rooting yourself. So that might be also one of the stories in your lifeline too. Don't expect all these things happen this month, but you might get the first glimpses of this trend by mid-month this month. And then we have a full moon as like every month, and it is the 2nd of February in Leo. This full moon is in your 8th house, so there is a culmination of if you have any debt like you were paying, maybe that will be like finishing this month. There might be a huge relief, like a completion of it, or you might try, if you are trying to get a loan, you might get an approval on this month as well. So that kind of things can happen. Anything financial like paying taxes, anything you are dealing with the big amount of money, you maybe like you were organizing your investments, etc. So that might be keep you busy in the first couple of days of the month, but then you might see like those kind of exhausting stuff is like completed by the first week of the month. If you have a partner, there might be some completion for your partner's salary income as well. So they might lose one income source, they might lose their job, or get a new job. Their income might change level wise, so there might be some changes in their income. A completion, I can't say it's positive or negative because it will sort of like neutral full moon, but there might be some developments in their wealth as well. 17th of February we have a eclipse, the first eclipse of the year in Aquarius, so it is again something related to money. So a lot of Capricorns, does you have this money stories going on this month, and it is in this time it's the money you earn. So there's a new developments here. It's a solar eclipse, it's a new beginning, it is more like a positive vibes, and there is a square from Uranus, so there is a sudden change in your income level. So a minor percentage of you might suddenly hear news about you are kind of losing your job or anything like that, but don't worry, because eclipses are only bringing things like taking things out if we don't need them. So if anything like this happen, don't worry, you will get something much better for you in the long term. Or it might be you like suddenly get an opportunity like a job offer or something, and then you might decided to change your job, and then your income level change according to this. In this new job, it might be more like technology focused company or something like this. So this is another thing. Also, this is a good time because Mars is there. If you are working hard to increase your income or decrease your expenses, so both of them, if you work on them, you might achieve something. So this might be also maybe you review your expenses and cut a few things which you don't need, so that might also happen, and you can easily do that because Mars is helping you on there. The ruler of this eclipse is in your 12th house, Saturn. So whatever happens, you don't have much to say on this eclipse, especially because 12th house is the places where we don't have much control. So whatever happens, go with the flow. Don't, even though events might be too sudden, don't act immediately, wait a bit. In a couple of days time, or like a couple of weeks even, if you wait and then clearly think about this, maybe I would say wait till end of March to do any major movements, because we have also Mercury retrograde, and then act accordingly. So because during the heat of the eclipse, if you get any news related to income, and it is going to be very sudden, we don't have all the information yet, so it's good to wait a few weeks to understand what is really going on. Because something looks negative, it might be positive in the end, or something looks very positive, it might be negative in the end. So it's good to wait a couple of weeks if anything hits your chart in terms of financial situations. But as I said, it might be a positive sudden news as well, so this can also happen. With Uranus, you never know. And then we have Mercury retrograde, which is 26th of February, but the impact is starting from 12th of like shadow period start with 12th of February. So from the mid-month onwards till the 20th of March, this Mercury retrograde continue. and it is in your, again, in your 12th house. It's not sorry, in your third house. It's not impacting you too much, so which is, you know, which is a good thing. It might be more you know, third house, Mercury retrograde. You might be careful with like how you communicate, what you write, especially at work, your emails. Who, be careful when you are sending an email, who is receiving it. Are you sending some sensitive information to somewhere where you shouldn't, etc.? So be mindful with these things. Don't do gossip. So Mercury retrograde in this part of the chart usually not end up well in this retro time. So I suggest be really shy away from gossiping everywhere. That might be helpful. And you might have some communication issues. That's like, you got the point, I think. Because it's in the third house, is like our communication. So be careful with like how you communicate, what you post on your social media, that kind of things. It's good to be a little bit reserved this time, not talk too much. That will help, you know, or post too much, text too much, you know. It's all these things are not very very good for you. All your communication devices also, they might stop working, like your phone, your laptop. Before you buy a new one, wait till Mercury retrograde finish, because you might need to replace it again, and or your devices might suddenly work again, like without any problem. So that's best to, if you have any problems with the electronic devices you use for communication, like wait a bit. Your internet might not work, that kind of stuff, so you might need to deal. It's good to for repair, but like totally changing is not recommended during the Mercury retrograde. So this is like something it's good to be mindful. Also, like last thing I would like to mention is this this Mercury retrograde here, it is triggering the eclipses happen in last September. Think about last September. If there are any big themes in your life that time, any crisis, big developments, maybe in that time it didn't end up the way you like them to be. Now you will have a second chance with the Mercury retrograde. This time it might go in your favor, because Venus is here too, which is great, because Venus is like a very positive planet, plus it is exalted in Pisces, so you might get good news this time. If you have any themes around communication, sales, if you work in marketing, maybe something work related, any subjects related to siblings, cousins, etc. So there might come up this time to be totally resolved, and this time you can make that happen. I think this is all I would like to say to you, Capricorn. If you watched till this point, please give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Please consider subscribing my channel if you're interested with astrology videos. And I am wishing you a great February, and speak soon.